You are now tuned in to The Money Zone with your host, Folasade, the accountant for entrepreneurs. The time is now, your future waits, your money matters, make no mistake, it's not too late to dominate, so don't delay, get your money straight. The money zone, together we'll achieve your goals, we're building wealth, you're not alone, so don't delay, get your money straight.
How are you? Look, guys, last week got caught up in Tyson's, could not make it down. They're talking about like a 2-hour drive. So I apologize I missed you guys last week, Tuesday. But you know what, guys? I couldn't miss you this week. So, look, if you haven't subscribed to my mailing list yet, you're missing out. bit.ly/Folasade TV. Guys, get on my mailing list so you can know what's in the know and what's happening with your money, your business money, your personal money, like the government shutdown, taxes, laws, basically everything that you guys need to know about if you are an entrepreneur, if you are an aspiring entrepreneur, if you just want to get your shit together. You know what I mean? Like, you kind of like need to be tuning in. So don't forget to subscribe to my mailing list, bit.ly/Folasade TV. See, I was doing multiple things at one time. So guys, look, we got so much going on and just so much to catch up on. Like, have y'all even noticed? Like, nobody's really talking about what's going on with the government shutdown. Like, have you noticed that everybody on like Congress and Wall Street are like ducking corners and running behind buses to kind of keep away from you folks? Like, if you haven't noticed that everybody is quiet on Capitol Hill, where have you been? Okay, so look, we talking about that. And then guys, look, right now it's the beginning of the year. And if you are leveling up your business, right, you've probably had some bumps and some bruises, and you probably had some scrapes and, and all of the stressful stuff that involves of having a business. And I want to show you guys how I've been able to overcome financial problems and stuff while building my business. And to be honest with you guys, it gets worse as you're building. And to be honest with you, nobody really tell you that. Like, yeah. So we're about to get all into the nitty gritty today on the Money Zone, guys. So yes, give me a call. Like, I've been begging you guys to call me for like 2 months. So I would love to see y'all face one day, or, hear your voice or something like that. 301-232-5700. Come and call me. Folasade on Rip Radio Network, The Money Zone. Okay. So I think you're going to hit my break, right, Trump? I will be right back, y'all. radio. You know, I'm a live streamer. If you guys don't know, that's on a radio show. I'm a live streamer, so I gotta always live stream. So regardless, so it always give me the extra little minute. So guys, look, we got so much in store for you guys today. First thing we're gonna talk about, because I know y'all on edge right now. I'm gonna first start off with a little bit, give y'all a little update with the government shutdown, right? Because I haven't been online for like 2 or 3 days, so I know you guys are like really, really antsy. And then for all of my listeners on Radio Network, you guys didn't see me for almost like 2 weeks, so you didn't know what I found out last week through the grapevine, and I'm just waiting to see what's going to go down this Friday. But if you didn't know, I heard through the grapevine, well, not through the grapevine, one of my sources that work in the State Department in a higher position, they had their budget meeting last week, or the week before last, and they basically was saying that the revenue generating divisions of the government had already dispersed majority of their funding to the other divisions in the government. And so basically they were sitting around like, hey, if this government shutdown don't stop, or if the government don't reopen, we're going to run out of funding in 2 weeks. And so this Friday, guys, will officially be the 2 weeks. So I'm sitting back, like, waiting to see what's going to happen, if Trump is going to back. But the way that he operates, I don't think he's going to give in at all. We just may have to be a little bit strategic in terms of our approach with him. And I was just thinking, look, why won't we say, hey, we approve this mess, right? But funding won't be dispersed. $1 billion won't be dispersed until maybe a year from date of signing. And then another $1 billion may not get dispersed until another 2 years or following year. Just to be able to, one, get the government, to reopen the government, one, two, to make him feel like he was able to accomplish something. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's going to be one of the things that he's most concerned about. What was his achievements? Remember, he's a businessman, y'all. So as a business person, some of us are unwavering. Like, I'm like that when I stand for something and I mean something, right? I'm unwavering with my decisions and what my choices and what I want. And this may be that unwavering idea that he wants, that he feel as though will achieve or allow us to continue to achieve the American dream, whatever that is, right? So look, Friday, let's see, CNN is just starting to talk about what I talked about last week, which was the impact on government contractors. So if you guys heard everything first from me 2 weeks ago, and the reason being is because I have clients that are direct government contractors. I have clients that are, government contractors in different divisions and departments. And so some of them have received funding. Some of them haven't received their funds. Some of their employees work for the government, so they're behind on their payments. It's just been a ripple effect. And so, look, guys, let me be honest with you. It's tax season. If y'all see me live stream on my radio show, like, be respectful. Do not text me while I'm doing my radio show. Like, y'all see that I'm literally live. Do not text my office phone. Do not text me while I'm live. And right now, my office is closed. It's 7:10 at nighttime. And so just be a little respectful. Like, wait until I'm off the radio show and then text me or whatever, because I'm using the phone and I see it, and it's kind of a distraction, to be honest with you. But back to what we were talking about in terms of the government shutdown. Look, guys, just basically do what you possibly can do and don't worry about the rest. Just give it to God, and just build that business. It's now time for all of us to go out and really start all of those passion projects. So if you know you are a knitter, this is the time. It's winter time. Pull out those crochets, honey, and go on and knit something. I need a knit. We all need something, right? If you had a passion for cooking or something, go out and start cooking. Like, guys, start going to your pocket and pull out all of those bright ideas and all of those passion projects. If you like to organize, go and start organizing people's homes. Like, let's start owning stuff, and let's start putting our finances in our hands. Like, right now, majority of everybody is not completely in control of their finances. But if you're a business person and you're not 100% solely reliant on the government, then you're okay. You know what I mean? Unless your clients are all government contractors. But see, guys, look, I don't know what to tell you guys, but this is what happens when America wants to be ran like a business. America a country should not be ran like a business. Point blank period. So whoever had this bright idea that this dude, sorry to say this, number 45, that dude was going to come here and basically do some good and run the country like his successful businesses. Woo, woo, woo. Really look at the overall success of his businesses. Like, really look at the numbers. See, that's the problem, guys. Y'all not looking at the numbers. If y'all would look at the numbers, you would see that the majority of his business weren't that successful. You will see that he had a lot of ideas and deals go through because of backings in other areas that makes a project looks very attractive, if you know what I mean, in terms of real estate. But if you don't know nothing about the real estate, if you don't know how businesses ran, you will probably assume that this guy was just this bright business person. But that's not it. But on to what you guys should expect. To be honest with you, some of y'all not going to get paid on Friday. I'm going to be honest. We don't know how much money the government got left. We don't know how much money the State Department have left. We don't know. Okay? Remember, that's not public information. Because remember, money is just really electronic now. The government don't just give the banks money. No, the bank's the one that print the money. The government just says how much. So right now, we don't even know how much money we can print right now. Though that's going to go into circulation. That's what they mean when we say print right now. That's going to go back into circulation. So right now, guys, if you have any money, just keep doing. If you're a business person, just keep doing what you're doing. Keep selling, keep building, don't stop. You know what I mean? Because you may be employing some of those people that were government workers in the next 6 months. If you're a business person, keep pushing, keep working. If you're a government worker, go and start your passion projects. Go start your passion projects. Make some money on the side. Sell some of the stuff in your house that you're not using. Everything. Like, I was going through some of my stuff this weekend because me and my husband, we had moved out some of the stuff from our little, wash area. So my husband had turned the other side of the wash area to, a workout. So I had moved a lot of the totes into the guest room or whatever. And I was just looking like, man, I got all of this stuff just sitting here. Right? So if you have all of that stuff just sitting there, go ahead on and start selling it and getting rid of it and getting out of your house. And, you might have quite a bit, like thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars. So this is the time now. Start your passion projects, right? See what assets or whatever you have of value in your home that you're not using right now and get it out. Okay? And then last but not least, hold on to whatever you can. Don't be going excessively out to eat and all of that stuff. Like, this 2019 anyway, we should be staying in the house. Meaning, if you're not out there celebrating because you had a good month or a good year, you really shouldn't be spending money right now. So stay in the house, start your passion projects, right? And guys, don't even worry if you're a business owner. Just keep pushing. Trump, I want to go to a break. Hey guys. guys, welcome back to the Money Zone on Radio Network. Guys, don't forget, come on now. Like I said, y'all need to call in 301-232-5700. So one day y'all gonna call in, then the line's gonna be flooded, and then I'm not gonna be able to take nobody calls, right? But right now y'all still pretty shy, and that's cool. 301-232-5700. And as I promised, eventually I'll get it together when my live streamers can come on live with me and ask questions. Y'all probably would do that before y'all call in, and that's the funny part about it. So I have to definitely get that rolling. And guys, don't forget, if you want to be spotlighted, if you're a small business owner and you want to be blasted on my radio show and on all of my social platforms and my websites and everything, don't forget you can advertise with me here. Just shoot us an email. I think the email is there. I think it's PR at suncrestfinancials.com. I think I got to figure it out. I got to ask my team. But yeah, guys, come and advertise with us. If you're a small business owner, my reach is about maybe 1 million a year, and that's not kind of shabby. That's okay. But yeah, you want to definitely put your business out. I know when I started my business, I basically posted everywhere. I advertised everywhere. You had to see Suncrest. Like, I was on the buses, metro, I was on the sidewalk, on the benches, I was on everybody's restaurant. Like, I will literally drive around to find places where I can drop my flyers off and do everything. Look, guys, look, we hustling, right? So don't forget, you can advertise your company with us on my website, my social media, and radio network, on my radio show, guys. But look, all right, so 2019, this is the year of leveling up, right? And if you guys have been listening to me lately, right, I've been telling you that when it's time for you to level up, your resources, your desire, your needs in your business definitely will end up exceeding your resources. That's just how it is when you get to a certain level, right? Especially when you don't have the backings of a rich father and the backings of a loan and the backings of this, your resources are going to kind of exceed. I mean, your expenses and your needs for your business is going to definitely exceed your resources. So what do you do? So the first thing, guys, and you want to get your pen and your paper right now, the first thing you want to do is take a step back and evaluate all of your expenses. Evaluate all of your expenses. Write it all down. Figure out, how much you owe to everybody. Write all of that down. And then ask yourself, have you used this software? Have you done this? Have you benefited from this program? Have you benefited from this subscription? Or, is the food good from this company that I'm paying the subscription for? Have I really used this, boo? Like, ask yourself. Ask yourself those key questions. And then once you start asking yourself those key questions, that'll automatically let you know right off the bat if you were making investments into assets and into things that didn't serve your business. So that's one way, guys, for you to definitely manage your business money. I don't care if your business is popping or if your business is struggling or if you're in the middle or if you're on the outside, on the end, whatever you are. This is something you want to do on a quarterly or semi-annual or annual basis, however way you want to do it. If you want to be very meticulous and very detailed, do it every quarter. Evaluate everything every quarter, right? But at least do it every 6 months to a year at a minimum. And then allow you to see what you're investing in and kind of hold yourself accountable. Remember, guys, I'm the accountability accountant. I use your expenses to hold you accountable. So I did that this weekend. Because now, we had to fire our website person, right? So look, like I said, this the Money Zone, behind the scenes entrepreneurship. We had to fire our website designer because it was like me and my team would say, hey, we need this. And that will be all I would get was a blurb. I wouldn't get a splash or a pop of color. I wouldn't even get an extra line, right? So me and my team, we like, what's going on? Like, we need to figure it out. So we ended up letting go my web designer. And so I had to find a replacement. And I had to take a step back and say, okay, well, what do I really need? What was it? So instead of me kind of like downsizing my expenses, you know what I mean? I actually increased my expenses over the weekend. Like, again, simply because the web designer I had, and these are things and thought processes you have to do this, this tomorrow or tonight, guys, when you're evaluating your expenses, because you cannot cut back anything that's helping you make money. Remember, you can't cut that back. All your revenue stuff, you can't cut it back. So I said, okay, you know what do I need for my website person? And I just laid down the things. And this guy that we hired now, he does all of that. So I had to say, you know what, I have to make the necessary increase because I'm not getting the traction and the SEO and everything else that I need on my websites. Like when you click my name, like everything and all my content should come up. I have too much content for years and it's not flooding the internet. So that's a problem with my website person. So when you guys do is take a step back, you have to ask yourself, what investments can you let go of? What investments you must get rid of? What investments haven't given you a return on your investment? And then right off the bat, that will get you in much more control over your finances. So do that tonight and then let me know tomorrow what was your outcome. What did you have to get rid of? What did you have to be honest with yourself? What product or what service weren't you utilizing? And see, a lot of you have these programs and courses and stuff that you subscribe to and you haven't even opened them up. Or you subscribe to them and you haven't even attended a course. Like, come on now. This is the time you go head on and say, I'm going to do a deep dive into what I'm spending. And if you're wasting, we'll figure it out, right? Cut it back or whatever. Okay, so another thing you guys want to end up doing is make sure you're focusing on revenue generating activities. So when times are like tough, your back is against the wall, you stress, you overwhelm. And so guys, you know, I've been already there, been back. You like, oh my gosh, what am I going to do? You're stressed out, you sick. Like I told you guys I burnt out. I even got sick. But one thing I never stopped doing was selling. I never stopped selling. So once a business stops selling, you stop making money. Like you stop producing money. So once you get a client, right, that is already revenue. That's guaranteed money. You already clocking it every first of the month, every third of the month, every fifth of the month, right? But if you stop selling, how could you build on? And I see so many small business owners, when your backs are against the wall, you crunch up and you like, oh my gosh, what am I supposed to do? I've been there and done that. Like one of my clients, and I had to lay her out. And like, I don't really curse at my clients or whatever, but if I feel like they're like stressed out and overwhelmed, I was like, what are you doing? What are you stressed for? Get up. What are you doing? She was like, you know, but I had to do that. And because I didn't have anybody to pull me out of my rut. You know what I mean? Like you guys have me to pull you out of your rut. So I had to pull her out of your rut. So one thing you want to do when you're trying to, you know, manage things through tough time, continue pushing, guys. Continue selling. Don't ever stop selling unless your sales process is messed up, right? And unless you're not generating revenue or whatever, right? Don't ever stop selling. Ever. Rule number two. Number two, don't stop selling. Number one, evaluate all of your expenses. Make lists, different lists. What's important, what's not important, what you're making money. Number two, don't stop selling. Then once I do number three, Trump, we're going to go right into our next, next break before the end of the show. So number three, y'all, you want to definitely, during tough times, like, how would I say this? You're going to still have to be a leader. And this is where it gets challenging. And so this is where all of your greats put on that face. So what I mean by that, entrepreneurship, one thing you guys want to understand is that I don't care if your book of business is thousands. I don't care if you have a solid recurring revenue stream. Every day as a business person, an entrepreneur, or self-employed, right? You wake up every day with a level of uncertainty of where your money going to come from, right? So this is why number two, sales is important, right? Number three, you have to maintain that level of leadership at all times. You have to. Okay, so I don't care what's happening. This is one of the things I learned. And this is after 7 years of being in business. This is actually going to my 8th year of being in business. Business continue to move. Like, I don't care. Like, you can email your clients and say, hey, you know, I'm going to be out of the office due to family issues or whatever, right? But after like 2 days, because this is what we made of, like this is the life, like they expect you as a business person, as an entrepreneur, to get up. So you're going to have that leadership that kick yourself up and pick yourself up, because tough times are always going to come. It may not be monetary one time. It may be employee. It might be employee problems. It might be vendor problems. That's just the world that we live in as business persons. But what you going to do? You're going to close shop and run because you're having problems? No, you put the face on and figure it out. Figure it out. So number one, guys, you definitely do evaluation of your business, right? All your expenses, what you're spending, everything, right? Number two, continue to keep selling. I don't care what happens. Sell. Send your follow-up emails. Do what you got to do, right? And number three, put that face on. Regardless of what's happening with you, business does not stop. Your clients don't understand. First of all, your clients want you to have a staff so the business could keep flowing. See, this is what a lot of y'all solopreneurs fall short at. Y'all think that, oh, you sick, that the world stops. Nobody. Actually, we expect for you to have a replacement, even if we've never seen Bob or Joe or Susie anywhere. We expect for one of them to pop up and be like, hey, the office is still flowing, right? But yeah, guys, you definitely want to do number one, number two, and number three, and we about to go for our quick break, guys. Hey, guys. guys with 3 major nuggets on how to really manage yourself. And to be honest with you, probably thought I was going to tell you to stop spending and all. No. Remember, businesses have to always keep running. And see, that's the thing. People think businesses are machines. So they also kind of associate the business person or the business owner like a machine. And to be honest with you, I never understood that concept until recent. So I got to give a shout out to my health coach, because since I've been like really trying to put on like this little CEO hat, like really put the CEO hat on. Y'all notice most CEOs kind of do the running. You know what I mean? They're eating healthy. They're like vegans, and they do all of that stuff. And I didn't even understand. Like, I was just thinking, they just doing it. Right? No, a lot of them are just not doing it. They're like me and you, right? Like, they're forced to do it, right? And so this goes and ties into exactly how to manage yourself during tough times, because what we don't understand, that a lot of the energy that we go into ruining our body with all the foods and, not working out and all of that stuff, that actually slows us down. So while I'm able to work 12 hours energetically, aggressively, you're working 8 hours because you fell asleep for the other 4, right? You working 8 hours and you're working 8 hours sluggishly. And I was like that. So I'm realizing why it's all important that this lifestyle of entrepreneurship. Remember, I said number 1, you have to always evaluate everything. So that's all your expenses, and just take that into consideration of evaluating everything about your business, right? Okay. So then when you come and now say, all right, Folasade, number 4, which is yourself, putting yourself out there to have the best body, the most energy, to be able to outwork everybody, basically outwork yourself every day. It requires a lot, and you have to be able to push through. Remember, you got to be able to push through, and you never should stop selling. So how do you continue to push through if you're not eating well, if your diet's not good? Guys, I didn't realize that I was tired by like 8 o'clock, even if I woke up at 4, like my regular time now, because of what I ate and the fact that I wasn't moving enough. Like, I'm just realizing this. So guys, to manage yourself during tough times, you also have to manage your body. Because if your body is tired and weak and brittle, it messes with your mind as well, and it puts pressure on your mind, and it tells your mind things aren't working out. It tells your minds that, you're not headed in the right direction. So you really want to hone into, if you're going to be living this entrepreneurship lifestyle, you really want to hone into the overall business and embody whatever that is. And that's that go-getter mentality. That's taking care of yourself. That's reading, and that's being on the go, and, just being a leader, and, kind of like eating last. Like, a lot of people think that business people eat first. Like, really, nah. And I don't care what, you have methods like the profit first method and all of that, and all these entrepreneurs be telling me, well, you need to do the profit first method and all this stuff. But hey, like, for real leaders, while you're building your business, always eat last. I don't care how much money you have, you're going to always feed yourself last. That's just, so I don't understand where all of that, I get the concept, the accounting part of it, but when it ties into realistic business, right? When we tie everything into realistic business, leaders always eat last. Leaders always have to lead. We got to be the most energetic. We got to be the happiest. We got to be the ones that be able to put the faces on. So to be honest with you guys, you're setting yourself up to be a chameleon. And if you don't understand that right now, listen to the Money Zone. You heard it first. Right now, you're not going to be able to tell everybody your problems. You're not going to be able to communicate and convey things to your staff. Like, you're going to have to be able to deal with everything maybe by yourself. And you have to be, one, mentally strong, physically strong. Okay, you have to have a solid business to be able to do it. So if you are a business person, don't worry about no government shutdown. Just push everything to the limit right now. Okay, everything, all you have, push it to the limit. Do your sales calls, do your workouts, do everything. Just push everything to the limit. Go completely all the way over, all out, right? And then what you want to focus on is your sales. So a lot of you don't have a sales process. I don't care what you guys have to do, but thinking that you all can flop on live stream and think that you're going to make a sale and you don't have a process, you don't have no products for real, you don't have the right services, you don't really know what to do and what to say or how to come, you don't even have the right assets to be able to sell, you guys are really setting yourself up. We are in a day and time where it's easy to make money, but it's also hard to make money. You know what I mean? Like, it's easy. Like, we have the easiest platforms. We can collect the dough the fastest. We have everything. But it's really hard to make money. You know what I mean? Like, you could plop on live stream right now and think you're going to make money. It's not possible. It's not possible. These people are not going to buy from you right away. It's going to take you a few years or some 6, 7, 8 months, maybe a year, maybe 5 months. Whatever it is, it's not going to be today. So put in whatever work today for your tomorrow. So look at your expenses, guys. Evaluate all of that. See what you're wasting, right? Okay? Focus on make sure you get a solid sales process. Because I have clients now that's making $200,000-300K. But because they never mastered their sales process, they are struggling right now. I'm going to say that again for all of you that's watching. I have clients that makes about $300,000 to $400K. Literally, this client can be a multi-millionaire by now. But he forgot what I mentioned to him last year about solidifying his sales process. I even try to dig deep into it, like really deep than what I'm ever supposed to as his accountant. And I didn't get anywhere. And I just wanted to let you guys know, on the Money Zone, guys, if you don't hone into your sales process, you're going to end up failing. You got to sell. And then last but not least, guys, you want to focus on being a leader. And that's in every respect. That's in terms of your mind, your body, your soul, your spirit, everything. You have to completely embody it. And that's dealing with the tough times. That's crying when nobody see you crying. That's because your staff and your team, they can't deal with it. You were made for this, not them, guys. So I'm excited. This is 2019, guys. We are already 22 days in 2019. And I really want to ask y'all, what have you done differently so far? Like, even if you had hiccups, like I've had a few hiccups from little things that I wanted to accomplish this year, but I've gotten majority of it done. And I've gotten here 22 days, and I think I'm still doing okay. I'm kind of proud of myself. So what have you back, or what do you want to do? What do you want to achieve this 2019? And are you on the right path? If you're not on the right path, I just did a journaling exercise the other day. Was it Thursday? I think it was Wednesday. I journaled. And I told my coach this too, and I journaled, why aren't I in alignment? What do I think is stopping me from getting to my next level? So I want to give you guys that homework too. For all my clients that's watching, I know a lot of you watch. If you're part of Bookkeeping if you're one of my one-on-one clients and you watch the Money Zone, I want to ask you what your question is. What is stopping you from being in alignment? Is it that you're, not thinking that you can achieve mass success, or you have habits, or, whatever the case may be, right? Or you're not doing something, or you don't have the help, whatever it is that you feel like, or you don't have a good relationship with God, whatever it is that you feel like, is stopping you from being aligned and achieving your goals, go ahead on and journal it. Because that's what I did. And to be honest with you, it's kind of haunting me. Every time I go to journal, right, I go to look at my alignment post, and I look and I say, oh, wow, okay, that's one of the things I need to conquer. So, guys, 2019 is the year we show face. And 2019 is the year that we do our best to be the best version of ourselves. And whatever that may be is that person you dream of all the time. And if I'm doing it, you guys should be doing it right with me. Y'all keep me motivated if y'all do it. So whatever we need to do this year, let's get it done. 2019, the Money Zone Radio Network, guys. Call me next week, 301-232-5700. Guys, if you haven't followed me on all things social media, Folasade, the accountant, follow me on all things social media. Don't forget to subscribe to my mailing list as well, bit.ly/Folasade TV. Get on my mailing list for the hot tax news of what's going on out there and what's happening on the internet and what's happening with your money, guys. I'll be here each and every Tuesday at 7 p.m., guys. All right. Have a good night.